Hello everybody, it is Animiko with another Day 5 episode, initial thoughts video, and that was insane. Do you ever just like feel so many emotions when watching one episode of a show? Because that was this one. It started off at the beginning and it's like, okay, I guess we're gonna meet a new character who's gonna maybe join the team. And then he goes all insane serial killer mode and he's like, we're gonna deal with him. You know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But this episode, easily my favorite one so far. It felt like everything was connected, like all the puzzle pieces fit. Like in the beginning of the episode, I remembered, oh yeah, he had a dog mug. And so, the fact that I remembered that, it's like, okay, that was his character. Maybe he had a very tragic emotional bond to it. And I know it showed him like, little grave. But maybe that's what made him go insane. I think so, because as soon as he saw the other dog, he was like, oh, I am okay. This is a little new friend, and it's gonna be great. And then, that didn't happen. But I'm so glad that Jake got his redemption for Allie. It was like, yay. Good job, Jake. I'm so proud of you. I trusted you, and you came through this episode. What else happened in this episode? The Day of the Dead. As soon as I saw like all the skulls, I was like, okay, yeah, this is Day of the Dead. I'm pretty sure. And then later, it's like, yeah, we're celebrating Day of the Dead early. It's like, I gotcha. What else happened? The generator. It's like, okay, you gotta get all the tropes in there. It's like, okay, she's in the hospital, almost dead. The lights go out. They're all split up. Jake went that way. Sam and Allie were, together, but Sam is kind of a little kid, so it might as well be split up. And the other guy, I don't know his name, went over to turn on the generator, and I thought for sure he died, but he didn't somehow. I guess he shot him and scared him off before he killed him. But the one guy, the guy with like the nails, at the very beginning of the episode, when he was doing that, I originally thought he was just, doing that to stay awake, and he like kind of likes pain. And then, nope, he just started killing people everywhere. He looked kind of like a superhero movie villain character who'd like, have the arm filled with like nails and stuff, and then like have a sword or something that he uses to kill everybody for some reason. But this show, they're like, no, I mean, if he has an arm full of knives, why not use his arm full of knives? Like, yeah. The movie game, that came back around. This episode just was so much fun to watch, and it was so good. I enjoyed it so much, and it's easily my favorite episode so far. It was so intense, and I could see before the episode, people from RTX were like, oh yeah, my heart rate went up so much. And, that one guy had the picture of his Apple Watch where the heart rate was like spiked up. And I was at the beginning of the episode when he was going insane, I was like, please don't tell me that was it. And then later on, no, this is it. It's so, I don't know. I can't wait for the next episode because it's so good. The other guy made it to his destination after nearly dying. I assume nearly dying a few times, but he made it to his destination and for some reason got out of the car right when he got there and looked at it, because that's totally what you will do in an apocalyptic world. Whatever, that's, you do you. I can't wait for the next episode. For a little bit, I actually thought that Sam would stay with all the other kids and stuff and just, be there. When I don't know the other guy's name, Death. When Death was like, oh, all the kids are over there, bundled up in the church. I thought for sure that that's where the other guy was headed. Like, to slay them all off. But I was wrong, fortunately. They're all okay. No deaths this episode, which is good. I don't think there were any deaths this episode. I don't think so. I noticed that that the lady gave them all like a few tubs of her concoction, so they should have no problem staying alive for a bit. What else happened? The girl getting like stabbed or punched or whatever you would call that. They were just standing there right after the dog was barking, and I thought, okay, the dog, she said that the dog means that people are coming, and sometimes they're not always as good as Sam. So that means that the other guy that we saw earlier in the episode is on his way. and then, you know, that happened instantly. I thought it would be like way later down the episode, and that they would, you know, have talk on their fun, and then it would show someone else, and then he would like come and start murdering everyone. But nope, he just, oh, you know, hi little girl, are you having fun talking to Sam? Sorry to break the party, you know. Oh, I just love this episode so much. Dear crew working on it, this is just thumbs up. That's all I wanna just give you. Thumbs up. Can't wait for next week's episode. Please, if for some reason you watch this video and you haven't seen the episode and aren't a sponsor, please do like subscribe to their free trial and sponsor them or first them. I don't know what they're calling it now. But please, I'm putting the episode link in the description below. Full episode, and you can get a free month. 30 days. Almost a month. A month for half of the year. Anyway, please go watch this show. It is so good. Support them in this show because it's so good. I remember before this show aired, I thought, okay, they're used to doing comedy and stuff. I don't know how good their first serious show is gonna be. Their first, like, mainly serious show. And this episode, I have no doubts for the rest of the series. I mean, I didn't have any doubts because of the first two episodes because they were so good, but still, this just, any, like, maybe little residue of doubt that I had in the back, it's gone. Such a good episode. They really knew how to get things, like, intense, and you feel so helpless, and you're like, okay, look over there, no, okay, that he's not over there, look over there, and then they look over there, and then, you know, it's like, look over there, because, I don't know, it's such a good episode. Please watch it. I can't wait to watch this episode again and again and again, because that was easily the best one so far. Ironically, it had, like, the most gore and blood, but it had the least amount of death. So, I mean, dead characters, but, like, dead characters who were alive at the beginning of the episode are now dead. No, that doesn't happen. Anyway, they're all okay. They're all okay. Nothing bad is going to happen for the rest of the series, right? Right? I don't have to worry, right? Right? Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Thank you all for watching. Please watch Day 5, and I'll see you next week for more Day 5. Whoa. Bye. What do I say to end this on? Don't fall asleep. I think I said that last week. Don't fall asleep, guys. Stay awake. I forgot to mention that I really liked this villain because it was like a psychological thing that he had, you know, like as soon as he saw the dog, he was fine. I like those like kind of psychological things instead of just like, oh yeah, you know, they just want revenge because somebody killed someone they know and they want to kill everybody else and nothing will stop them. Because this one, it was very obviously psychological, and I really like that kind of thing instead of just like horror because it's like, he's mean. That's his motivation. He just likes being a little silly goofball and killing people. This one, like, I don't know. I like psychological thriller instead of like visual thriller. Although or visual horror. I guess this kind of fell into both categories at the beginning, but you know, I really liked him as a villain. Good stuff. Kind of surprised he died this episode and they didn't like scare him off and he came later, but I have no doubt that other things lay in store in the future of Day 5. So, yeah.